So, HamaOS is another AOSP based ROM which is inspired by Google Pixel with refined UI design. The ROM is well known for its smooth and stable experience. So, welcome back to ROMs for You and let's look at performance review of official HamaOS 4.8 running on Xiaomi Poco F1. To begin with, let's talk about font session. I am using a GApped variant of this ROM. The ROM is based upon Android 11 and they got the latest security patch from 5th August 2021. The SE Linux is by default set as enforcing and the kernel they are using is Silver Core version 9.7 which is a balanced kernel. When it comes to security session, the ROM does has fingerprint, IR face unlock, app lock and more. Fingerprint and app lock are faster enough and the app lock here does support face unlock feature and it works well. The ROM is not encrypted out of the box, but if you want you can encrypt it manually, which is some cool feature instead of depending upon a DFE. Under battery settings, the ROM does has pixel thermal switching and it works pretty well. You can switch the thermals according to your need. Everything else looks like the same as previous build, but the major change happen here is with notch hiding. Yes, the ROM is capable of hiding notch with rounded corners without any bugs, which is something great. You can find the option under Configuration Center and Screen Settings. When it comes to Quick Settings panel, the ROM does includes FPS info and screen recorder as well. The screen recorder here is capable of recording internal audio and microphone at a time. The recent menu includes screenshot, clear all and share option as well. And all does their job pretty well. If you swipe left to right from the home screen, you can get Google Feed. I did felt the feed is now responding more quicker than the previous build. Pretty smoother and snappy. Out of the box, the ROM is pretty clean and bloat free. OpenCam is present as by default. I did felt the cam did become more feature rich and for better experience you may need to rely on Gcam. Now that being said, let's talk about the benchmark. After setting gaming thermals, Antutu scores 3,38,000 plus and Geekbench scores for single core 415 and multi-core 2027, which are just okay scores for Snapdragon 845. To understand more about performance, I am adding CPU throttling test. If you see closer to graph, the ROM did manage to keep it green almost all the time and resulted a average value of 2,06,000 plus, which are great score for sure. I never wanted to test gaming on this build, but after seeing CPU test, I decided to add it. Meantime, the gaming is going on. Let's conclude the video. As I mentioned earlier, the ROM is pretty smooth and stable. As per my opinion, the gaming experience is average and I never noticed any touch lags anywhere. When talking about battery backup, you can easily get 7 hours plus screen on time with average gaming on this ROM. The ROM does got decent thermal handling and fast charging support. I do believe that you can get more performance out of this ROM by using a performance based kernel. Overall, the ROM is great as a daily driver out of the box for sure. So that's it guys, hope this video was helpful to you. Like and shares are always appreciated. Subscribe if you are new here. I'll catch you in next one.
Enemies ahead. Watch out.
आगे उधर अंदर कौन मार दिया ध्यान से खेलना पड़ेगा
आधा सही।
ठीक है थोड़ा है बढ़िया बंदर है एक तो बढ़िया बचाना
ये
मेरे को तो है अगर फ्रेंड ना बस ना होगा कुछ नहीं है